Everyone, welcome to a new video. We are going to discuss the lesson 11 from NIOS Senior Secondary Course English. We will be seeing the words and their meanings first with sentence as well. Then we can go to the lesson and the in-text question discussed. So if you're new here, I would like you to subscribe to the channel, give it a like if you enjoy this content, and share it with your friends. You can also find contents from NIOS English and Maths in the channel and grammar topics as well. Let's begin. So first one word that we are going to see is perceive. It means to become aware of something. Example, she perceived a change in his attitude. Servitude, the state of being a slave or completely subject to someone more powerful. The prisoners were kept in servitude. Next is implicitly, means in a way that is not directly expressed. So he implicitly trusted her judgment. Next one is exclude. It means to deliberately leave something or someone out. The rules exclude late entries. Remunerative. It means providing payment of profit. She found a remunerative job in the tech industry. Next one is exploitation. It is the action of treating someone unfairly. Exploitation of workers is a major concern in some industries. Next is hazardous. It is danger or risky. Example is the chemical plant contained hazardous materials. Next is precipitous, means very steep or sudden. Example is they climbed the precipitous mountain rail. Next is subsistence, the action or fact of maintaining or supporting oneself. Example would be the farmers live in a subsistence level. Idyllic, it means extremely pleasant, peaceful, and peaceful. Example would be they spend the summer in an idyllic countryside village. So these are the words that are being discussed in the lesson. Let's go to the lesson and see what it is about. So the first section of lesson 11 from NIOS English Senior Secondary Course is this one. It is about restoring childhood. Let's read it. Girls in particular have no time for childhood. Much of the work that girls and younger children do is carried out in a family, group, or domestic setting. This is rarely perceived as labor. For example, the concept of child servitude, being slave, implicitly excludes the domestic labor of girls, although this may be full-time work, detrimental to development, necessary for survival, and equally inescapable. They are talking about girls here in this and their childhood. Okay. So it is all about girls and how they are working in a domestic setting where child labor is no uncommon to girls, and they are usually involved in full housework. Okay. Perhaps this blindness to girls' work is because a new non-remunerative or nurturing tasks do not have a visible market value. So while the exploitation of a boy working on gemstones in a small manufacturing factory in Jaipur is easily recognized, the equally hazardous work of a girl cutting grass on a precipitous mountain slope in Garhwal is ignored. Such a concept of child labor is clearly inadequate for understanding the real nature and extent of children work. So they are discussing about girls and boys work as child labor. Usually, boys, when found in other manufacturing units, are labeled as a child labor, whereas a girl who is working in her own house may be taken as, or that will be ignored usually as helping hand to the home. The overwhelming majority of child workers in India are cultivators and agricultural laborers. Poor children also undertake a variety of domestic chores and subsistence activity like minding siblings, grazing candles, collecting fuel wood and fodder as part of their daily lives, whether or not they are at school. So these are the activities usually done by children, poor children, they take care of their siblings, babysitting, and making the cattle to graze and collecting the fuel wood. These are usually work done by adults, but these are also done by children in rural areas. Next one is, however, the documentation on child labor in India has a strong focus on dehumanizing conditions of children laboring in hazardous industries such as match and fireworks factories of Shivagashi, which is in Tamil Nadu, and all or the glass works of Firozabad, UP. The self-employed and street children of Delhi, Bombay, Bangalore, and other big cities also have been object of many studies. Yet these children represent only the most striking and visible aspect of denial of a child's right to a healthy childhood. So you might have seen people or street children, or maybe begging at the road, or they are working in some factories. Children work in factories also, usually in the um, places where poverty is a main object. So there the right of the child is underestimated. The invisibility of rural child workers reflect an urban bias on Indian administration, research, and the media. The pervasiveness of the seductive idea that rural life is somewhat idyllic. The bias is not peculiar to middle class. So there is a kind of bias that is being with the rural life, which says that everything is perfect or so towards the rural life, and sometimes it is not being, or it is being ignored by the administration or media. So these are the things that are being discussed in this paragraph about the childhood of child laborers, especially girls or boys also is a factor to be considered. Let's go to the in-text question and read it. Take the correct answer. First one is, people are blind to girls' work because it is considered not profitable and doesn't have market value. Okay, this is the solution. The next one is, whose work is more easily recognized or noticed? A girl cutting grass on a dangerous mountain slope, or a boy working on a gemstone? So usually it is a boy whose work is being noted according to the passage given. A large number of children in India are cultivators, agricultural laborers, babysitters for their siblings. So usually they are agricultural laborers. Next one is, list the kind of work that girls do which is considered as child servitude. So the works are like collecting the fuel wood, grazing, cattle, minding their siblings. All these are the works that are being done at home. Next one is, after reading the passage, why do you think poor children in India are not able to have a healthy childhood? So children are not having a healthy childhood because they are being forced into the work instead of making them enjoy their childhood or pursuing the education. Since they lack all this, they are not having a healthy childhood. So what is child servitude? Child servitude means it is a situation where the children are forced to work under the conditions similar to slavery, with little or no freedom at all, any type of payment or protection. So this kind of situation is child servitude. Usually this kind of slavery that children undergo. Next one is, you have a baby sister, brother, niece, or nephew in your family who needs looking after, and your aunt gets a 10-year-old boy to take care of the baby. You know it is illegal to hire anyone below the age of 14 or for work. Write the points you would raise to convince your aunt against hiring a young children. So the first point that would be, it is illegal. It's not according to the law, and it is punishable under government law. Denial of right to education of the child and the child's physical and mental health that is being involved in this work, and unfair and exploitative expectation that is being done to the child who is being brought to the home for looking after the kid, looking after the baby, and unsafe for the baby as well, because unsafe for the baby because the child is not a trained person, and better alternatives that can be taken care is like adult helper who has a daycare service also helps better in these kind of situations. So hope this is clear to you. So we have covered the first section of your lesson 11. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a like, share this content with your NIOS learning friends, and do comment in the comment section about the doubts you are getting. Thank you for watching.